Polly. Yeah, like I was saying, um, for me, I think for the black community, it should go polygamy because for me, look, I think it actually solve all races a problem polygamy because look, most relationships, no one's faithful, so I think polygamy is a especially when you're if you're a very kinky person. So I think polygamy would actually be good, and a lot of black women are now kind of like bisexual or lesbian, so whether pretty or ugly. So why not? Yeah. So for me, yeah, this is my thought process on it. I think that we should seriously um, do the polygamy. Um, yeah, I'm also an atheist as well. So yeah, I'm new to YouTube. I'm also going to be. I'll fill out more of the about. Um, yeah, I feel. Yeah, I feel that I'm learning about YouTube. So yeah, uh, and I think for me, we need to definitely. Uh, I think polygamy would be the answer, and that's why it's sharply on the rise. Um, yeah, so I've got one person. So does that one person want to join the chat? Let me talk about polygamy. Talk about swinging. So one of the videos I have here is the video that I filmed in Hyde Park on Saturday. And that video, there was the thing that made was clear was there was a lot of uh, young black women, stroke young girls, and there were either lesbians or bi. Um, so yeah, I mean, and that's not going to build, or in a sense, that's not going to build, or that's not going to build up black people's economy, really. But I blame. You have to blame the Caribbean stroke African of saying that being gay is bad and being lesbian is somehow not too bad. It's excused. And single motherhood is single mothers are producing them. So you know, whether it's whether it's however you want to put it, you know, we need to do something about it because um, we're not looking good at all. I'm also a conservative, which many black people, when you say you're a conservative, they say you're racist, but I'm not racist at all. Far from it. Uh, Yeah, yeah. Like I was saying, for me, yeah, I think polygamy is going to be the answer. Otherwise, in the future, you're just going to have more. You're just going to have more interracial dating, and I think that polygamy would answer and solve a lot of our problems because you then have a third person in a relationship. So, um, yeah, I mean, for me, yeah, I think that's the way forward. And for me, when I have my relationship, it would, I mean, when I look to, I think I'm gonna have to have a polygamy relationship, basically, which is gonna be that a, I have a woman that's bisexual, but she's only gonna be able to, under my terms, when I'm the provider, six-figure guy. Um, when I get to that stage, yeah, I'm gonna be the provider. She's gonna be, yeah, she's gonna be she's gonna be the housewife, and she's gonna be, um, you know, as bi. So when she's bi, I can bring different ladies. She can find me ladies, basically, and we can kind of like, when I'm up there to be happy, she'll have somebody there to be happy. So you know, um, yeah. So I think this is the way forward, basically, and there's a reason why it's on the rise. Uh, mm. So we see that polygamy has gone up by risen from 9% to 34%, 2003 to 2006, 2018 to 2020, which um, and for me, I think a lot of people, there's no real such thing as a monogamous relationship anymore, really, because people have other partners, people cheat, you know. I mean, I'm on a swinging site, um, so I know this, and you have couples that you know s- deal with other couples, deal with other single guys, deal with single females. So this is the way how it's going, basically. So I think whereas I wouldn't want to have it on a swinging level, necessarily. You know, I would probably want to have it. You know what I mean? I think literally. So we're never going to go back to the old world how we used to be, uh, where where the woman stays at home, cooks, cleans, deal with certain tasks, like maybe go pick up this for you, pick up that for you, do that. I don't think that's going to really exist. Um, as such, unless you're extremely very rich. But it doesn't. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it don't exist now. You have to kind of go to, you have to go to Eastern Europe. You have to go to Africa to get, what I mean, that kind of traditional woman. So, and we see that the influence of the West travels. So, you know, um, one day they're not going to be like that. So, you know what I mean. We kind of have to, you know, adjust. So for me, I think polygamy, and I keep saying this in the black community. I think polygamy will solve that because look, face it, you know, no one's really loyal to anybody, really that much. Really, very, you know, what I mean, you could to most women, you just have to say the worst, the right amount of words, talk it in the right kind of way, and you can get a shoot your shot. As long as she can get away with it, she'll get away with it. She can do it, a man can't find out, she'll do it. Same here. If the man can cheat without his woman finding out, he'll do it. And you have cases, like I say, where you know you have you know two people together that are each that are both married. They have their partners, but they come together and cheat and do the. So I'm somebody who has experience a swingers club, um, and swingers clubs, adult cinemas, all that. So I've seen the life of it. You know what I mean? I've also, I've also lived the life of having girlfriends and stuff. So um, I mean, I've lived the life of going to clubs, pulling, all that kind of thing. So for me, I think this is just where it's at, really. Um, yeah. So um, I for me, I feel um, I feel for me, I feel like what I mean. If you've especially got the money, you could look after two different women. You could do it that way, or you could have one that's just independent because I'm on Fab Singers and I've seen that women come in saying that they want to be owned by a master, they want to be owned by a couple. So for me, I think that's where it's going to go. So yeah, yeah. So like I was saying, for me, I feel like So like I said, I'm YouTube. YouTube. This is my testing. Uh, I will get better through time, basically. Uh, but this is going to be a platform that talks all kinds, race, politics, religion. Because I'm an atheist, and for me, as an atheist, this is the thing. I can live the life I live because, you know what I mean. I don't care because at the end of the day, most people that are so-called religious are doing the same thing as people who are non-religious, basically. So for me, I don't believe in that religious. It's just cap. You check the imam, you check the pastor, you check the priest, the whatever. You know what I mean? You find that secretly they're doing the things that they claim that you should do in these religious books. And this is the thing: we don't all have the same spirit. We just don't. We don't all have the same spirit. I don't. This is why I don't agree with this Christianity, Islam, all that. I don't believe in abiding that because religion was simply created. Big up Muta Baruka who say this. It was really created by men as a means to control women. Yeah, and as a means to control. So to take away your own sovereignty, basically, like politics. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm a conservative, but you know what I mean. I find I'd rather be a conservative than say be uh, a socialist, because that's basically what when you're voting for Labour, you're doing socialism. Socialism doesn't work. Venezuela is a perfect example. Venezuela was one of the richest countries in the world, and basically what socialism is it socialism makes you live in this belief that you're persecuted and you're against. For example, black people believe that they can't do certain things because they're not white, and the world is set up only the white man can do certain things when no, everyone's in charge of their own destiny. Everyone's in charge of their own. Um, like for example, in this country, do you have to work a little bit harder? You have to work harder if you're a black man. Yes, uh, but it's mostly class in this country. You know what I mean? Um, as for this nonsense that's going on with the football of this racism, but it's just a bunch of idiots. These idiots that don't actually know their own history, who refuse to study their own history, because if they did, they'd find that the first Brit was a man called Cheddarman, which is 10,000 years old, as found by the archaeologists. Um, Anybody want to find that out? You watch it on Channel 4. Um, you know, type in Cheddarman, the first Brit, and it's there. So, I don't know where these racist white English people are going with their racism. Yeah, so like I say, for me, you know what I mean. Uh, It's just you can believe, you can do anything you want to do. It's you know what I mean. Um, and like I say, you know what I mean. Religion, religion just helps you to keep poor, because anybody who is supposed to be religious, who is very rich, uh, yeah, basically they've not done that by following their religious books, because their religious books are designed to make them poor. Who writ these books? It's men that writ the books. How can you be how can you be following something that's supposedly be 6,000 years old, as in the Bible, when the oldest man is 10,000 years old in Britain alone. The first Brit was 10,000 years old. So how can you be following that? So you know this is the thing about it. This notion that we were supposed to you know almost have to operate in that kind of spirit is nonsense. You go into a room of people, it's either positive or it's negative. You know, you know what I mean. But they don't all have the same spirit, and this is where all these religion goes down, because you don't all have the same spirit. You know what I mean. I like things, the things I like that other people don't like. For example, you know what I mean. I'm talking about polygamy. So, I'm a very kinky guy, but I do things that maybe other people won't do. You know what I mean? So, for me, I don't see, I don't see where, I don't see why people are, what I mean, wanting to really um, be. I don't know why people. You don't need to be religious. You know what I mean? You just, nature. As an atheist, it's nature. Yeah, right. Nature treats you nature treats you like you treat nature. Simple as, yeah. If you treat somebody bad, then bad will come back to you. You don't need to believe in no God, which is another made up concept. If you watch any films, they tell you about the gods and the this and the that, lords and all this kind of nonsense. Which I mean, especially we as black people, we have to come out of this thing that we have to be um, this religious, this Christianity, this Rasta, this, what I mean, stop it. It's not working for us. Yeah, I mean, if God really worked, yeah, if God really worked, yeah, then we wouldn't be where we are. Do you know what I mean? We've got to stop this. You know what I mean? Nonsense that God's gonna do. God's gonna do things for us. No, no, God, it's only you. Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, you have to make yourself be where you want to be, and you have to make yourself achieve what you want to achieve. Yeah, so you know what I mean. For me, um, people talk about black community. They talk about, you know what I mean. For me, I believe in the human race. You know what I mean? For me, I believe in all people, and this is the kind of thing, for me, yeah, I believe in the human race, and that's what atheism is. You know what I mean? We believe in facts, and the people who are religious, they don't have no facts of God. The man who Islam have no evidence of Allah. You know what I mean? Doing all these things, all this holy cow and all this kind of, you know what I mean? For me, we need more, we need more realist. We need more atheism in the world. People need to understand you are what you are. You know what I mean? We have to, and in the black community, we've got to stop making excuses. We've got to stop making excuses. Oh, it's slavery. No, it's not slavery. Every race has been enslaved. Every race has been enslaved. Every race has been enslaved. Yeah. We treat each other worse than anybody else. So whereas, yeah, we could talk about, even this thing where these racist white guys are attacking. We must remember that it's only a few. Yeah, you have a few idiots, and those idiots are racist, and those racist idiots, um, if there weren't no black people, they'd be attacking each other. If you study the history of Caucasians, that's what they did. They attacked each other. Watch the Flintstone, anybody? Hello? Yeah. Wilbur Fred and all that nonsense. Yeah. Stone Age. So yeah, they're not for me. So that's what you tell these racists anyway. That's what I tell them. Yeah, and I tell them about Cheddar. So but I mean, yeah, I believe in the human race. Um, yeah, there's going to be more topics that there's going to be lots of topics and lots of things, but my channel is going to be controversial. So if you don't like controversial stuff, then don't be watching me because it's going to be controversial. I'm going to be tackling I'm going to be tackling lots of people. So yeah, I'm going to be tackling lots of things. So yeah, that's that. Thank you and goodbye and good night. I'm gonna eat.